This strength workout is gonna bring the fire today. It's also gonna bring the muscular definition because we have got 7 sets to target every muscle group in the body. You need your dumbbells, and that's about it. So get your dumbbells and let's get warm. We are gonna get warm here in just a second, but before we do, I just wanna go over the structure of this workout and let you know that we are covering everything. Like, by the time this workout is over, our eyelashes are gonna be shaking, okay? It is gonna be such a fun, awesome workout. Super simple structure. We have 7 rounds, 4 exercises in each round, no repeat structure, work for 60, rest for 20 in between those sets. After we get through the round, we'll get 30 seconds to rest. And with that, let's get warm. We're gonna start with a prisoner squat. So hands for this will come right behind your head. We're just gonna squat it down and then come back up. Keeping that chest up, core engaged, dropping your bum down. Today's workout, moderately heavy lift day to help us build that muscular definition. Challenge yourself throughout though. Adjust weight accordingly as you need. And remember, with that no repeat style, 1 time through, 60 seconds of work. So again, might be a little bit lighter than you would if we were working for a shorter duration, but still try to challenge yourself and keep that weight moderately heavy. Let's do 2 more. 2, and then 1. Next warm up, we're gonna drop it back and then kick it forward. This leg is gonna stay stationary, so we're gonna drop it back. As we come up, kick it forward, and don't fall over. Drop it and kick it. Good, so it's like you're sitting back here in a chair, and then power through and kick forward. Whew. We're gonna switch it over here in 3, 2, and 1. So other side now, leg is gonna stay stationary. We're gonna drop it back and kick it. Now as those legs start to get warm, try to take things a little bit deeper in your warm up today. So really bring it down. Warm up is always good to help get your mind ready, get your body ready, start to get things warm, and help you lift heavy right from the beginning. Whew. Let's do 2 and 1. Next, we're gonna go into arm circles back. So we're gonna do one side and then the other. Nice big arm circle back here. Taking your time with this circle. We're gonna switch it forward here in 2 and 1. Now switch it forward. Almost like you're doing a nice big, as if you're swimming. That's called freestyle, right? Freestyle stroke. When you take it up and over. Let's do 2 more. And then we're gonna switch it to that other side. So other side, big arm circles back, nice and slow. We're gonna take it forward. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Now forward. Again, reaching it all the way through. 1 more warm-up exercise after this, then we'll be ready to get into round 1. 2, and 1. We're just gonna open up those hips here. So take it out into a low sumo squat, legs out, toes out, just drop it down, pushing those hips, or pushing at the top of your knee here to open up your hips. You can rock it from side to side. Just keep that bum down low, keep that back nice and straight and long. Whew. Almost there. Here's 3, 2, and 1. And for this first exercise, let's bring it up. We're gonna work unilaterally. So we're gonna work one side and then the other. We are gonna do a one-sided kickstand squat, which means you're only gonna need 1 weight. So again, something moderately heavy for that squat. Grab your weights and let's do this. So for that working leg, same side as your weight. So this other leg, just gonna be out here for a little kickstand. We're gonna focus all of our squat onto our working leg. Going in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Good, keep the weight in your heel as you come down, and then press up. Whew. Again, this other leg, just here for a little bit of support and balance. We really want to focus all of our weight on one side. Keeping that back flat as you drop it down and then up. Ooh, good. Over halfway. Remember, one time through each. So you got this. That's always my motivation, to be honest, in a no repeat workout. I'm like, that's it, one, and it's done. We got it. I always get so excited. All of our training has a time and a place. And this one, we can really push ourselves with that one time through. Last 3, 2, and 1. Switching it over other side. Right into the kickstand. Now repeating the exercises when we have multiple sets, also so good to help build that strength and definition. So again, everything has its purpose. Other side, we go in 3, 2, and 1. But I really like to mix it up. Then our body never knows what's gonna happen. Getting all that variation in. That's what helps us change and continue to grow. Remember, keep that weight in the heel here on this front leg. Whew. These first 2 rounds, really lower body focused. The next 2 will be upper body, and then towards the end, it's gonna be a little combination of everything between core and upper and lower body. Whew. So you're gonna see, next exercise, we're still gonna be doing some squats here. Almost there. Here it is, count it down, 3, 2, and 1. Goblet squat, 1 dumbbell. So adjusting weight, moving quick though, because 20 seconds doesn't give us much time. So with that weight up here for goblet squat, make sure elbows are staying tucked in so you don't want your arms coming out. Chest is up, elbows tucked, and we begin. Here we go. 60 on. Weight stays in the heels, chest is up. Halfway. Heart rate is getting up here. Make sure you're working at your own tempo, but try not to go too quick during our set. If you're moving super quick, you might want to go up just a bit in your weight. Almost there. Here's 3, 2, and 1. We are going into a sumo squat, but we're gonna have a little bit of a tempo variation. We're gonna do a squat, we're gonna hold it down for 3, and then up. 1 or 2 dumbbells here. I'm gonna use 2 right in the center. Legs out, toes out. So again, hold it at the bottom. Here we go. Holding it down for 3, 2, and 1. Push it up. Back down. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Keep that back flat. Whew. So if you do have a slight lean forward, make sure that back is staying flat so you don't want to round an arch. And that's why you're leaning forward. You can take a slight hinge. That'll work a little deeper into the glutes. But another thing here, this is really good for the inner thighs. So as you're down, hold it. When you come back up, think about squeezing those inner thighs together. Remember, hold it for 3. And then up. You get a longer break after this because round 1 will be done in 3, 2, and 1. Whew. There it is, 30 seconds, breathe it out. All right, nice job. We're moving right along. Round 2. We're gonna do a kickstand RDL, and then we will switch sides. So grabbing our weights for that. Yeah, let's go here. Now you can always use 2 dumbbells if you'd like. You can always keep 1 dumbbell on the side that your leg is working. I just prefer the alternate side. But we've got 60 seconds. Here we go. Now either way, whether you have the dumbbell in the other hand, whether you have 2 dumbbells, make sure you're keeping those dumbbells close to your body. We're doing a kickstand and I'm doing a single leg. Hello. Hey, feel free to do single leg if you want. But the plan here was to do kickstand because we are really going to be working the hamstrings these next few exercises. And again, take your time to get down to the bottom, feel those hamstrings, and then squeeze, tighten those hamstrings back up to pull yourself back up. And that back leg, that kickstand, just there for a little bit of balance. Here it is, last 3, 2, and 1. Switching it over to the other side. So swapping the weight around. Kickstand position, hips are square, back is flat, shoulders roll down and back. Keep that weight close to your body. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring it down. Make sure you hear that exhale as you come back up. So right here, breathe out. Over halfway. Weight is staying in this heel for this forward leg. Make sure you're not rocking forward on your toe as you come down. Keeping a nice smooth tempo. Whew. We're gonna need 2 dumbbells next. Finish out here with 3, 2, and 1. Sumo RDL. Now I told you we're gonna be working the hamstrings. So with that Sumo RDL, legs turned out a little bit, toes out. Still, dumbbells gonna stay nice and close to your center of gravity. Shoulders rolled down and back. Drive those hips to the wall behind you. And here we go. Now those knees just have a slight bend as you come down. Ooh, and then pull up. Halfway. Keep it strong. Especially with this RDL. As you start to fatigue, you could start to close off the shoulders here. So make sure the chest is staying open, shoulders are rolled down and back, back is staying flat. You never want to lift with your lower back in this. This is all through those hamstrings and glutes. You want to tighten those up, squeeze those there to help lift and straighten you back up. Last 3, 2, and 1. Oh, there it is. All right, final exercise for round 2, calf raises. So if you need to find a wall, something to hold onto, you can do this without dumbbells. If you're holding onto your dumbbells, we've got 1 in each hand. We're gonna hold it at the top, so make sure you feel that contraction at the top before slowly lowering down. Going in 3, 2, and 1. So hold it at the top, and then slowly bring it down. Right back up, hold it. Good, really get up on those toes and down. Now, if you find you're really having a hard time getting your balance, getting up on those toes, just drop the weights, go find a wall, because really getting up on those toes, feeling that contraction will help. You work that muscle more than just kind of getting up a couple inches. And then once you increase your balance with this, then you can add those weights back on. This is always a process. There's always something we get to work on. Good, lift it up, hold it. Did I tell you I'm so glad you showed up today? Maybe you didn't want to press play, but you did, and we are already feeling better. And we're getting stronger. Whew, here it is, countdown. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. We are moving on to round 3. Round 3, more about the upper body. We are gonna do an arms up row. So we're gonna keep those arms in that contracted position and then alternate the arms down. These next 2 exercises, really awesome combo together to train that back. All right, so let's bring it down, back flat, core engaged, drive those hips to the wall behind you, bring the arms up. Keep them up, and we're gonna alternate lowering the arms. Here we go. So take one arm down, nice and slow, bring it back up, squeeze. Other arm, nice and slow down. Keep that contraction on the other side. And exhale as you row back up. Really think about elongating your upper body here. So drive your bum to the wall behind you, stick that head out to the wall in front of you to help keep that back flat. Really have to keep good posture here with the chest. Whew, over halfway. Keep it nice and slow. We're rushing all day long. We don't want to rush through our workouts. Let's take our time. Some exercises, maybe we got pulses, we're working on speed, but right now, take your time, just enjoy this. Just knowing you're getting strong, that's what you should enjoy. The shake is tough. Last one there, good. Whew. Scapular retractors. This one is so good for the posture, but this combo together, we're gonna be feeling it. So with this one, very small move. Arms are gonna stay long. We're just gonna think about bringing those shoulder blades around your spine. So in this hinged over position, here we go. So arms long, squeeze. Close and wrap those shoulder blades around your spine. So dumbbells kind of move out and up just a little bit. And hold it at the top. Now make sure there's no shrugging towards your ears going on. This is more out and away here. And back around. So nothing up towards the head or the ears. Staying in that same line around. Woo. You feel those little muscles working? This is gonna help improve your posture. Keep it up, 10 seconds. Here we are. 3, 2, and 1. Breathe. All right, unilateral work again. We are going to isometrically hold. Halfway in a bicep curl on one side. The other side, gonna just keep curling. So that's what we got. And then we're gonna switch sides. So get that arm halfway up and we curl the other side. Keep that arm close to your body. Both sides actually. So the one side that is holding, we're gonna feel that in the bicep. Other side, full range all the way down. Squeeze all the way up. Woo. Check that arm, make sure it's not sneaking away from you. Mine was like creeping down towards the floor. I was like, you get back here, little buddy. We are not done. We got 20 seconds left. Oh, and the burn is real. It is real. It is on fire. Okay. Sometimes I sing when things are getting shaky. What do you do when things are getting shaky? Do you just yell at me or do you sing as well? Here's 3, 2, and 1. We get to do the same thing on the other side. So that arm that was just working is now going to be isometrically holding in the curl, and then we're gonna curl the other side. So let's get that good posture right now. Shoulders rolled down and back, chest is up and open. Bring it up and hold it, and curl. Keep lifting, you got it. Right now, let's just all think about our nice strong arms as we're lifting. Think how much easier it is going to be to carry in all of the groceries in one go. You could have 20 bags of groceries, and guess what? With biceps like this, with arms like this, you're gonna be carrying the whole load. The whole neighborhood's gonna be like, what in the, that's amazing. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be good. This is what I have to think of sometimes, but it's burning. So let's do it. We're getting strong right now. Remember that. As it gets tough, that's 3, 2, and 1. Rest. 30 seconds. We did it. We are on to round 4. That means over halfway through this workout, and you are doing so awesome. We are going into a chest press with a slow lower. So let's go ahead and grab our weights for that. I'm gonna keep those down. I have a feeling I'll use those again. We got about 8 seconds, so moving quickly to get to the ground. Follow my tempo for this one so we can take it down nice and slow. So I'll count us down. So here we go. We're gonna press it up. Lower down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press it right back up. Here we go. Lowering it down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it up. Wrist straight. Here we go. Lowering for 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're up. Whew. Here we go. Start to lower it for 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Good. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. You're over halfway. Keep it up with this slow tempo. This is 3, 2, and 1. Press it up. Here we go for 4. Last 2, and 1, and up. Almost there. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's do one more. Let's do one more. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. All right. We got that one. Now we're gonna go, now you can do this standing if you'd like, but if not, we're gonna do this kneeling. We're gonna do kneeling chest flies. So we're gonna grab some weights for that. This one's a tough one. I'm dropping it all the way to 10 for this one. But that kneeling position, just a little bit of space in between your legs, and we fly. Here we go. So take it up, squeeze, and down. And exhale as you lift. Squeeze the glutes here. Keep those hips tucked under. Even in the kneeling position, we don't want our low back rounding. Over halfway. Almost there. Then we're gonna bring it standing. Here it is. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Back to our feet for snow angels. I'm gonna keep this weight actually. This one's super good for the shoulders. So shoulders roll down and back. Keeping nice long arms as we go through this. Lifting in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Lift it up and lower. Work at your own tempo on this one, but try not to swing the weight. I want you to think about controlling it up, controlling it down. This is halfway. Oh, 15 seconds to go. A few more reps. Keep it strong. Up and down. One exercise to go after this. And then we get 30 seconds of rest. Here's 3, 2, and 1. We've got a tricep overhead extension now. 1 or 2 dumbbells on this one. I was doing so well, keeping my space clean, and then that all went out the window. I was like, nope, just leave it. All right, so arms up overhead, getting ready in 3, 2, here we go. Drop it down all the way, press all the way back up. Don't try to rush through these reps here. Make sure you're getting that full range of motion to really work through the entire muscle fiber or fibers. There are several there in the back of your arm to strengthen up that tricep. Ooh, this is really gonna help tighten up the back of your arm. Ooh. So take your time to work through it, lifting heavy here. I like a staggered stance for this exercise, but you can always take a wider stance. Just make sure those hips are tucked under. Ooh, we're almost there. Last 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. We are getting 30 seconds of rest here to talk about what we've got going on now for round 5, working unilaterally again. We're gonna do a rear stepping lunge to a curl, a hammer curl and press. Now you're gonna see a modification on screen, which is going, if lunges bother your knees, suitcase squat to hammer, curl, and press. So only 1 dumbbell needed for this, 1 moderately heavy dumbbell for that curl and press. Going here in 3, 2, and 1. And exhale as you press up. Whew. Working nice and smooth through this, whether you're lunging or squatting. Whew. Almost there. We're gonna switch sides next. Oh, this side is gonna be so happy to have a break. That's 3, 2, and 1. Switching it up to the other side. So same thing, other side, suitcase squat, or we're doing that rear stepping lunge to curl. 10 seconds out. Shoulders rolled down and back, going in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Make sure you're getting that full range with that press, taking your time in that curl, thinking about each individual exercise, but then making a nice smooth transition between both, or all 3. Keep moving. We're almost there. Just about 15 out. Here it is, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, bringing it down to the mat, glute bridge, right into a pullover. Oh, so we're gonna take it down. Hips. First of all, we're gonna keep the arms up. We're gonna lift and lower and then pull over. So here we go. Lift and then pull. Lift it, squeeze, hold it at the top, and then pull. Keep those ab muscles nice and tight as you pull this weight back up. Really tighten up those glutes here at the top. Here it is. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. All right, switching it over now into that plank position. It's almost like I was saying Michigan. I don't know why. I mean, I live in Michigan, but anyways, we are doing Renegade Rows, knees or toes for your option on this one. Whew, so let's bring it up and let's begin. So alternate sides. Keeping that body long and strong. Keep that arm close as you row up. And as you row up, try not to rotate open. So you don't want to pull open. Still thinking about squeezing that shoulder blade around your spine with the row. We're almost there, and then we're gonna get 30 seconds to recover. Here it is. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, breathe. Okay, we're moving right along into round 6. We're gonna do an alternating snatch, one side and then the other. With that, as you do that snatch, I just wanna show you something really quick. As we do it, when you grab that weight, think about rowing up. So keep that dumbbell nice and close to your body as you bring it up into that press. So you don't wanna try to take it out and around. Whew, going here in 3, 2, drop that bum down as you pick it up. Here we go. Good, and then bring it back down, switch sides. Drop that bum. Get up under that weight. Almost there, halfway. This one gets the heart rate up with this upper and lower body. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. All right, we're going into a kneeling front raise. This is another option where if you don't want to kneel, if it bothers your knees, you can do this standing. Just if you're standing, don't swing the weight to get it up. So kneeling front raise, going in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. With this kneeling position, hips tucked under, glutes tight. Knees about shoulder width or so apart. Taking your time to lift and lower, arms parallel to the floor. And breathe. Ooh. Really got a lot of core action going on in this entire round, and not even one crunch in sight. I love training the core when you don't even really realize that it's happening. It's like you're getting 2 for the price of 1. That's how I like to look at it. So I always try to get core training in when we're working other stuff too. More unilateral work is coming. But finishing here for 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna do a single-sided dumbbell dead bug. So what I mean by that is we're gonna hold on with one hand to our dumbbell. The opposite leg is going to lower. So We're gonna have that dumbbell up in the air, both legs up at 90 degrees, but opposite arm to leg will move. This arm is gonna stay stationary, so lowering that leg and up, keeping that low back pressed into the mat. Feel that core work right here. Whew. Remember, keep your low back pressed into the mat as you lower that leg. If you find you're having a hard time keeping that low back pressed in, just keep the legs here at 90 degrees at tabletop. You don't have to do the lower, or don't go as far in the lower. When that low back starts to arch up, we take the work out of the core. Almost there. We just switch sides after this. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Whew, switching sides, so dumbbell comes into the other hand. Alternating leg lower now, or other side I should say is gonna lower. But both legs up, tabletop, 90 degrees, so make sure that hip straight up from the knee there. And we begin. Other side with the leg, drop it down and up. Low back staying pressed in. So think about driving that belly button down in towards the floor. Whew. Don't forget to breathe. And also make sure your wrist is staying straight. So think about punching that ceiling. We get 30 seconds to rest after this. Countdown is on. 10 seconds. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Breathing. All right, we are moving on now. Final round. We are going into a hips up, reverse grip chest press first. Now with the reverse grip, it's a little bit more challenging than the regular chest press, so you may want to bump your weight down. Just consider that as you're picking your weight for this one. But with that reverse grip, palms are going to be facing towards your head. We're gonna lift those hips up into the sky, holding this lift, and here we go. Bring it down. Elbows come down at just a slight diagonal, still pretty close to your body though. Now this different hand position actually works the muscles in the upper chest or the upper pectorals a little bit more than our regular neutral grip chest press. So that's why we're getting some variety in again to make sure we can keep that body changing and growing and getting strong. Keep those hips up, squeeze the glutes, drive those hips up. My, oh my. This is, I could be singing during this whole workout with the shake that is going on. I told you, I said our eyelashes are gonna be shaking by the time we are done. Oh, we are getting so close now. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, moving on to, now maybe you got it, kettlebell for a kettlebell swing. If you don't, we're gonna do dumbbell swing. I'm just gonna grab one of my kettlebells because why not? Whew. But again, you can use the dumbbell and just hold on to the end of that weight. 60 seconds. Let's start getting that weight swinging. 60 is on. Now with that kettlebell swing, back flat, chest comes down towards the floor. Bending at the knees and driving those hips back. Arms coming just about parallel to the floor, so you don't have to lift the arms up too high. Drive the kettlebell through the legs of the dumbbell and then right back up. But to get that weight up, think about driving those hips forward. So really tighten up, squeeze the glutes. Almost there. Last lower body exercise of the day, so give it your all. We've got 10 left. Here's 3, 2, and 1. We're bringing it down now to finish out with lower body. Or not lower body, I said we're done with lower body. We're finishing out with abs. We've got a crunch clap. So we're gonna march it out, clapping underneath that leg, alternating sides, going in 3, 2, and 1. So really get those shoulder blades up. Get that clap in. If you need to take your hands behind your head, you can do that and just march those legs up as you go. But either way, think about sitting up here, minimizing that space between ribs and hips to really contract those abs, strengthening those, tightening those up. Almost there. Here's 3, 2, and 1. You can hug the legs in. We're finishing out now with a seated twist. So we're gonna keep the feet down and we're gonna twist. So really get a twist in here. Lowering back, going in 3, 2, and 1. If you can tap that elbow, tap that elbow. Ooh. Almost halfway. Keep twisting, keep working. This is it, and you've made it. Oh, a stretch is gonna feel so good after this. We're over halfway now. Woo. Almost there. You want to count it down with me? Here it is. 3, 2, and 1. Oh my word. Oh. Abs on fire, eyelashes shaking, and we have never been more ready for dessert in our life, okay? And if you don't know what I mean by dessert, I like to call the stretch dessert because nobody skips dessert. So, hey, one more thing I want to mention, just in case you are interested in our brand new program, Bike and Bells Thrive. Make sure to get more information about that down in the description, or if you're looking for just a strength calendar, you can find that down there as well. Thank you for joining me. Go enjoy your stretch. I am waiting for you over there. You are the bomb for showing up. Do not forget this after workout feeling the next time you don't want to press play, because you will be so proud. You will be so happy that you did. Thank you for being here. I love ya.